Newcastle, Jamaica. Oh,
Sorry.
So my name is Dr. Yao Jumain-Bofo. I'm currently a senior research fellow at the Center for Climate Ability Studies. I'm also a project member of the UGC Press, and currently, we've had the opportunity to interview applicants for the MasterCard, scholarship for the last 2 days. Personally, my engagement with these students have been very enriching. I do realize there's a lot of potential, but some of them, because of very practical challenges, especially financial challenges, it becomes difficult for them to continue their education. So the opportunity being offered by this scholarship is going to go a long way for them to achieve their dreams of having graduate degrees. But beyond the graduate degrees, these scholars, some of them are engaged in different kinds of great businesses. They need new ideas to be able to enhance their business. So this is a clear opportunity for them. Even though, we don't have the opportunity to get all of them on board, I think that in the next couple of years, the next, let's say 8 years, we'll be able to gradually get different kinds of applicants, and hopefully many people will benefit and their capacity will be built so that they can contribute to addressing what they've called the broader climate change and sustainable development challenges that we face in Ghana.
My name is Abdul Razak, and I have a master's in environmental science and food science as well. As someone who is in the agri sector, I've seen firsthand how climate change impacts agri. So when I saw this opportunity, I said, why not build some capacity and see how best I can help sustain this sector, which is obviously one of the backbone of the economy.
Hi everyone, my name is Rosemary Balami, and I'm here for the UGC Crest interview, and I'm looking forward to be a part of it. I applied to the Masters in Communications program with a focus on environmental communication, and I believe that getting this opportunity to be part of this fellowship, one, will deepen my knowledge and also my research skills, and also help me skyrocket my career to be a thought leader in climate communication. So I'm looking forward to be part of this fellowship because this is a dream come true.
Hi, I'm Naomi Ade-Damitwa, a graduate from the University of Ghana. I majored in linguistics and geography and resource development. I really want to be an advocate, someone who would inspire special needs females to delve into the aspects of climate change, find strategic and mitigative ways of curbing the impact of climate change on us, our finances, and our livelihoods.
Hello, my name is Ekia Enimwa Dankwa from the University of Education, Winneba, where I read Bachelor of Arts in Political Science Education, and I came for the interview today. I hope to collaborate with like-minded individuals to make a positive impact in the world.
My name is Professor Nami. I am an associate professor of disability and social work at the Department of Social Work. So I was a panel member on this fellowship. And one thing that I can say is that the whole process has been very, very insightful and very interesting. One other thing that I would say is that there was diversity at several levels. So diversity in terms of the student, in terms of the candidate that applied.
I'm very excited about the applicants that I've seen, from different backgrounds, some people coming very far just to get the opportunity to, be funded for, their master's degree. And I think this is something that we encourage. We also invite the different stakeholders to come on board to be part of this MasterCard Africa Collaborative. Because beyond Ghana, we also collaborate with other partners from Africa, University of Makerere, we also have Cambridge, as well as University of Cape Town, who are also part of the collaborative. So this is a good opportunity, and I encourage people to look out for it every year and also ensure that they get on board. Thank you.
Hello. It's on. Okay, hello everybody. Please let's take our seats so that we start the official program. Please note all fellows are supposed to be seated according to the number allocated you on this side of the room. And the Catalyst Grant awardees are sitting on this side of the room. I think it has already been indicated to you where you should sit. Are you all sorted out? You're all seated. Yes, it's by order on the. Prof. No, we're starting with the postdocs. Please let us take our seats. Admin, can you please inform those outside to start coming in? So there's no 31 there. Yeah, but you said you are taking it out, so that's. So she's not here, so we can just skip it and then move. Please let us take our seats. Thank you very much. What is Prof. Awandari? Admin, is Prof. Awandari around so that we can start the program? It's coming down. Okay, we will start in a minute or so. We are waiting for Professor Awandari since he will be giving the project overview and welcome. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Adelina Mensah. I'm with the Institute for Environment and Sanitation Studies here at the University of Ghana. And I'm also the Deputy Director for Operations for the Africa Climate Collaborative, which we'll be hearing about today. This is actually the second part of our program today, so apologies to our online viewers and participants, because we've had a very engaging session with our awardees. And now we would like to invite all of you to participate in this very important ceremony that will provide the awardees. We will see all of them coming up with their official award letters. Without much further ado, I would like to welcome, because we have already had a session here where we've engaged with those on the project and those who have been awarded fellowships and catalyst grants. But we have now been joined by our Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Nanaba. Oh, sorry, Nanab. Vice Chancellor, I'm sorry. Our Vice Chancellor. You see, the whole time we've been working on this project, we always talk to our boss. So it's stuck. So my apologies, Vice Chancellor. So our Vice Chancellor, Professor Nanaba Apia Amfo. We also have other special dignitaries, that is from Research, Innovation, and the Research and Innovation Directorate, Professor Felix Asante, who is the Pro-VC. You are not with Reid? Okay, so following all protocols, I'd like to welcome all deans, directors, heads of departments who have been invited to this program. And if I have forgotten anybody, my apologies. So moving forward, I'd like to invite our Pro-VC, Professor Awandari, who is also, you have heard from him today, the program and the project director. Please welcome him. He'll be giving us the welcome remarks and also an overview of the project.
Thank you. So everybody has their boss, right? Now my boss is here, so so I have to be of good behavior. So let me clear my throat. Good afternoon to you all. The Vice Chancellor of this great University of Ghana, Professor Nanaba Apiamfu, Pro-Vice Chancellor responsible for Research, Innovation and Development, who takes care of different directorates, including the Reid, Professor Felix Asante. I see Provost of College of Education, who is also one of the leading members of our project, Professor Sam Kujo, Deputy Directors of the project, thematic leads, deans and directors present, heads of department, all protocols observed, our distinguished awardees. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to the second part of the program today. The first part was for us to do our orientation, and we're now getting to the climax, which is when we actually deliver you your letters of award. And we are so privileged that the Vice Chancellor has found time in her congested schedule to join us today to personally hand over the fellowships to you. This project is a truly institutional level project. And that's why it is important that for this program, especially being the first time we are making these awards, that our CEO, the head of the institution herself, is here to deliver the awards, because this is a University of Ghana project. It is completely without boundaries to any departments or units or to any individuals. Everybody can participate. And that is really manifested in the fellowship awards that we are giving today, and as well as the Catalyst grants that we are handing out today. Madam Vice Chancellor, as you are aware, since 2022, we have engaged the MasterCard Foundation on a broad range of partnerships with your leadership. Some of these have borne fruits, and some are still fruiting. And hopefully they'll also bear fruits. Today is the turn of the Africa Climate Collaborative, which used to be called UGC CRES. As a collaborative, we've all agreed to use one name, which is the Africa Climate Collaborative. So that's why the name has changed. This project has 4 main components. First one is training and capacity building, which is part of what we are celebrating today. Second component, it's research, which is also being celebrated today. Then we have innovation, entrepreneurship and innovation, and that aspect complements what we are doing today, because we expect innovative projects from the students and from the Catalyst grants, which can then, or some of which can be developed into innovations for climate resilience or adaptation, or into green businesses that would create jobs and also help us address the effects of climate change. The fourth component is the networks and policy track, which, as the name goes, it's involved with, outreach and partnerships with relevant stakeholders, public education about climate change, policy, engagement, influencing national dialogue, and so on and so forth. So those are the 4 main components of the project. As you are aware, we're fortunate enough to receive support from the MasterCard Foundation up to the tune of $28.4 million over 8 years, starting from September 2024. As part of this, we are expected to offer education and overall personal development to 250 students at master's level, 30 at PhD level, and 10 young scientists at postdoctoral level. In order to drive the research agenda of the project, we proposed that we would offer Catalyst grants, which would serve as idea development initiatives. So we made a call across the university, which many of you saw. Some of you missed. We hope that by doing this, it creates more awareness. So next time we have more applications from across the university. Once again, these are without any restriction to any department or unit. As long as the project is relevant to climate change and sustainability, we are interested. So from archaeology to zoology, you're welcome to apply and participate in this project. So the call went out and we received 57 applications. Unfortunately, we had only 33% of the applicants being female. They came from diverse areas, but the majority came from population and health, and also the natural and built environment. We had only one, I think, from climate science, which was disappointing. We hope that in the next cycle, we have more on the hard climate science. At the end of a very rigorous process, 6 applications were successful for this particular round, and these include 1 woman. For those that are science-based, they would receive $20,000 for a period of up to 2 years to do the project. And for those that are humanities or social science-based, they will receive up to $15,000 for this. These research initiatives will be complemented by the student fellowships. We expect that the students would do part of the research that the Catalyst grants would be undertaking. And so, Madam Vice Chancellor, for the student fellowships, we again advertised across the university and widely across the continent. Whilst the Catalyst grants were limited to faculty from the University of Ghana as leads, for the fellowships, they were all inclusive to all African students. So at the end of the application period, we received 335 complete applications. Complete. There were some that were not complete and we didn't bother. So 335 complete applications. This included 62 for the MSc, 114 for MPhil, and 116 for PhD. We also had 43 for the postdoctoral fellowships. Now, it's important to note that these came from 11 African countries. Obviously, the majority were from Ghana, but this came from far and wide, East, South, North Africa. At the end of a rigorous process, which included 2 rounds of shortlisting based on various criteria, including having publications in reputable journals. We then went into an interview phase where we interviewed those who were shortlisted. And at the end of the period, we were happy to award today 20 students for MSc, another 20 for MPhil, then 11 for PhD, and 3 at postdoc level. Of these, as is with the vision of the project, we are prioritizing support for women. So we try to achieve at least 70% female ratio. And I think we are almost there. I think out of the 54, we had 37 female, right? So that is around about 70%, which is quite decent. We hope to get to 90% next time. In addition, we are very glad to have 8 persons with disability amongst the awardees, which is another key priority area for the project, is to support persons with disability. We hope that the number 8 will increase at least 2-fold next time as people learn about this opportunity. As we engage groups, disability groups, and other marginalized groups, we hope to increase those numbers. Madam Vice Chancellor, for the fellowships, these are very generous fellowships we are offering. I thought the students would clap. Are they not generous? Postdocs can get up to 103,900, almost 104,000 US dollars, not Ghana cedis, 104,000 US dollars. There are differences based on whether the person is doing science, I mean the hard sciences or humanities, or whether the person is Ghanaian or coming from outside Ghana. So those bring variations in the amount, but they can get up to almost 104. For PhD, you can get up to 56,450 US dollars. For MPhil, up to 18,300. and for MSc up to 16,300. Again, based on the track, whether it's basic science or if it's humanities. Madam Vice Chancellor, we have done our best to find the most promising students, and we have this morning explained to them the expectations of the project, the expectations of the University of Ghana, and indeed the expectation of Ghana and Africa. From them, what we have made clear is that we expect excellence, we expect integrity, and we expect a high sense of responsibility. And we are confident that they will not disappoint us. They have all shown from their participation this morning that they are committed to this project. And it's our pleasure to invite you to formally offer them their awards this afternoon. So we thank you, Madam VC, for coming, and we wish all the awardees a fantastic relationship with the Africa Climate Collaborative. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Prof. Awandari. So it's my pleasure to invite Madam VC to give us a few remarks before the official handing over of the awards. So please let's welcome her to the stage.
Thank you, Dr. Mensah. You got it right this time, so the query has been withdrawn. Thank you very much. Thank you, Vice Chancellor, for this invitation to be part of this very important ceremony. You got it right when we discussed this, and I said I had a funeral in the morning at 7, so I could do 11, and then you suggested 12. The traffic in town today is crazy with the law school graduation and all. But this morning, together with the registrar and a few other officials, we were at the funeral service for one of the first matriculants of University of Ghana, matriculated in 1948. And until his death, the oldest alumnus, as far as we are concerned, he would have turned 101 next month. Yeah, so we had to be there. Right. Pro-Vice Chancellors, Director of UNU INRA, Dr. Fatima Denton, other members of the university community. I see a lot of people here, various deans, directors. It's good to see you all, faculty members. I don't know if we have representatives from the MasterCard Foundation here. Okay, we still send our greetings. Fellows and researchers, students, friends, the media, good afternoon. When is lunch? Good afternoon. Great. Yeah. It is a great honor to join you this afternoon for this important occasion. The Fellowships and Catalyst Grant Award ceremony of the University of Ghana Africa Climate Collaborative. I had known this as the University of Ghana Collaborative on Climate Resilience and Sustainability, but I've been told that you now have been re-christianed. You have a change of name. I'm waiting to see the Gazette. Today's ceremony, as much as it is a celebration of achievement, it is also a celebration of vision, partnership, and purpose. It marks a bold step forward in our collective commitment to advancing climate-resilient development and sustainability innovation across Africa. So I'll begin by expressing my deepest appreciation to the MasterCard Foundation, our strategic partner in this transformative initiative. Their continued investment in young Africans, researchers, and institutions demonstrates an unwavering belief in the power of local leadership and African-led solutions. I also extend warm commendation to Professor Gordon Awandare, the Program Director of the University of Ghana Africa Climate Collaborative, and his hard-working team for their dedication and leadership in bringing this initiative to fruition. This is the second public event that I'm participating in for this collaborative. To our deans, faculty, mentors, coordinators, and administrative staff whose commitment has made today's event possible, I say thank you for your contribution to excellence and service. This ceremony also provides an opportunity to reflect on how this initiative aligns with our strategic plan, which, as you know, is anchored on 5 key strategic priorities. Probably, maybe we should have conducted a test on the UG students, who applied for this. It's right there, right. Right, so as we have been pointed out, that has been pointed out to us, we have our 5 strategic priorities right there: transformative student experience, impactful research, commitment to our faculty and staff, engagement and partnerships, and sustainable resource mobilization and stewardship. This collaborative embodies these priorities in practice. It provides a transformative platform for students and faculty to engage in high-impact research, forge global partnerships, and advance sustainability in ways that reflect the very essence of our strategic direction. So for me, once this collaborative is successful, and you don't have an option, it has to be successful, I can say that we would have attained our strategic priorities. We heard the details from ProVC. Today, we are gathered to honor 60 outstanding individuals who have earned fellowships and Catalyst research grants under the collaborative. As was mentioned, the fellowships comprise recipients pursuing masters, that's MPhil, MA, MSc, PhD, and postdoctoral studies across a range of disciplines critical to Africa's sustainability future. The total investment in this cohort of fellows, I'm told, is $1,263,500 US. I thought that would attract an applause. ProVC was saying 56,000, etc., 104. If that didn't attract an applause, at least the 1 million plus should attract an applause. Thank you. But this is a clear demonstration of the universities and MasterCard Foundation's shared commitment to supporting the next generation of African scholars. In addition, through the Catalyst Research Grant Scheme, selected faculty researchers are receiving collective support of up to 90,000 USD to advance innovative and interdisciplinary studies that address real-world climate and environmental challenges. These awards, as I indicated earlier, directly advance our second strategic priority, which is impactful research, and this seeks to promote cutting-edge research that responds to national priorities and global sustainability goals. This collaborative also resonates with 3 of our research priorities: transdisciplinary research into climate change adaptation, infectious and non-communicable diseases, and enhancing food production and processing. I'm particularly proud of the diversity within this cohort. There are 36 women and 6 persons with disability among the awardees. This representation reflects our collective commitment to the transformative student experience and engagement and partnership priorities of our strategic plan. It also reaffirms our resolve to ensure that academic and research opportunities at the University of Ghana remain inclusive, equitable, and accessible. By empowering women, persons with disability, and other underrepresented groups, we are nurturing a generation of leaders who embody resilience, empathy, and excellence. As articulated through our vision, the University of Ghana is committed to achieving global impact through teaching, learning, and research driven by technology and using a people-centered approach. The collaborative in partnership with MasterCard Foundation exemplifies this vision. It empowers scholars and researchers to lead transformative change, promote circular economies, and build institutional capacity for climate resilience. Through initiatives like this, we are training young people in the multidisciplinary area of climate change and resilience. But it's not just about producing graduates. We are shaping visionary leaders who will contribute meaningfully to Ghana's and Africa's sustainable future. Beyond producing graduates and visionary young leaders, we will continue to strengthen partnerships, support faculty development, and mobilize resources sustainably to maintain UG's position as a hub of impactful and ethical research. I heard some of what the Pro-VC said earlier on to our fellows. We need to be ethical and professional in all our undertakings. To our distinguished fellows and grantees, congratulations. Your achievements remind us that education and research, when purposefully directed, have the power to change lives and shape societies. I encourage you to carry the UG flag high and to use this opportunity to make impact locally, regionally, and globally. As Pro-VC said, just be excellent with what you do. Concentrate on your work, and the others will follow. I urge you to see your award not just as recognition, but a responsibility. Use this opportunity to explore new ideas, collaborate across disciplines, and develop solutions that will enhance livelihoods, protect ecosystems, and build resilience among communities most vulnerable to climate change. Let your stories inspire others to believe in the transformative power of science, creativity, and collaboration. And so congratulations once again, and I wish you all the best for your fellowship period. Thank you.
Another round of applause. I think after our orientation, earlier on today, you've heard a lot about what is expected of you. This has been re-emphasized by our own Vice Chancellor. So you now have the responsibility to carry the torch, especially for those who are coming behind you. So this is a very big responsibility. Before we start the official awards ceremony, we would like to have a short skit, if you may. I don't know exactly what it is going to be, but we have already started to engage, as Madam said, with our external stakeholders. We've actually done quite a number of interactions. And so we have the Climate Development Knowledge Network with us here today. They'll introduce themselves and tell us what they do. Just a minute or two in case nobody has heard of you before. And we will situate the climate issues in a creative way. I know we are all academics, but now we are looking at innovative ways of sharing the information. So I'd like to introduce Dr. Prince Ansah, who I've actually worked with myself. He worked with me, he's done his PhD, and he's back to carry the torch. Over to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, come forward. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So my name is Prince Ansah. I lead the Climate and Development Knowledge Network, which is a program that helps to translate evidence to action. And we do that by helping with mobilization of knowledge, with dissemination of knowledge, and building capacity for students, researchers to use that knowledge. So with this particular project, it was exciting to be able to see what are the leverages for research students to use their research beyond peer review. So when we were invited to be part of this, we decided to let one of our young people that work with us in translating research into different forms, and she does it through poetry. In the past, we've worked with cinematographers, we've worked with media people, we work with them a lot, and some of the researchers here, we've worked with you on how to get your research into the media space. We've also worked with, name it, any creative spaces where information is disseminated. We've worked with all of them. So I want to invite Jovial. Can we give her a round of applause? She's one of the young ladies that does a lot of spoken word, and we work with her to be able to translate some of the research findings, evidence, into poetry and spoken word. However, today she has something special based on the event for today. So let's welcome Jovia as she presents to us a spoken word. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Jovial, and I'm glad to be here. MasterCard, we know MasterCard to be having projects concerning girl child education, disabilities, and as we all know, disability is not inability. So in commemoration of the International Day of the Girl Child, which is tomorrow, and also for the good work that MasterCard Foundation is doing, we would want to deliver a piece, no more on climate change, but to commemorate the International Day of the Girl Child. You know, I didn't choose where I was born. Neither did I ask for nights where the stomach held more prayers than food. I didn't ask for days where school started with borrowed uniforms. Neither did I ask for homework that has to be done with candle light even when there was no candle to light. But I lived it. I lived in a house where The roof leaked and so did hope. I lived in a house where when the rain fell, I needed to put my dreams at dry corners. But today I stand because I have a master who holds the keys, and even though we are in a modern system where there are killers, I really want to find my card. So hey master, please give me the card. Even as I found myself in this space, I realized that surviving meant no motivation. Because if you want to follow motivation, you might follow me to Jakba. And if I go, I know I'll come back. Inti my fellow Ghanaians, me pese me jina ha se emre na me mama so nti se. Ye wo emre bi mu a se wa anya wa adwen se wo a obetintim afa wo nantie etintim wana ma so akwa akoduru honom dia enye anhwa obeda nanso sisia so my heart is yearning for love. Nanso ne odi bedi odo no fedi benku nti no mesram katra mo say you have to walk, you have to follow, you also have to make sure that you are surviving in a world that those who have to be survivors now have to be caretakers. And so I might not apologize because I'm sorry not to be a girl, because being a girl is far. Being a girl means you have to stand up. So I always want to tell you, stand, look in front of the mirror and affirm yourself, because moving forward, you need to take the step. But even though I have no legs, my mind is there to move forward. So hey girl, hey boy, the future is yours. Be proud of it. My name is Jovial. Thank you.
All right. So thank you so much, Jovial. As I mentioned, we'll be happy to also work with a lot of the researchers here to see what ways you can translate your research evidence into different forms that will resonate with a lot of the population. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Prince. Prince has always had the passion for changing academic language into something that people can resonate with. So the work that you do, the impact that you are making is not only academic, but it's also touching the hearts of various people, because that's when you actually inspire action and change. All right, so one more round of applause. So now we are about to start the official ceremony to hand over the awards. I'd like to invite Madam VC, if you could please come up to the stage. And we will also be inviting Dr. Peter Nda, who is on the JETSI team I mentioned earlier on. This is the Gender Equality, Disability, and Social Inclusion team, who has been coordinating the fellowships. So what we will do is Dr. Nda will read out the names.
I'm just going to shake their hands.
Can we have the lights off so that you have the list? She's not present, so you can skip it and then go to the next name.
Oh, you did 31.
Yes. So what will happen is we will start with the fellowships. You have all been seated in a certain number. Dr. Nda will mention your name. You would please go around to the back and come up the stage from the left side to receive your letter and your award.
Wow. Wow. I think the first on the list here, we will start with the postdoc. So we have here Dr. Dominic Edem Hoto. Followed by Dr. Angela Na Amele Ayuku. That ends the postdoc. And I have, go on the list with, that's the PhD. We have Doreen Lakale Latte. Thelma Akpene Akusika Agbeko. Abednego Ajay Bafo. Bernard Tete Aita. Eunice Amoa Labi. Beatrice Na Dede Tego. Grace Enchi. Abdul Razak Hamid. Rakiba Hisham. Betty Avanu Davison. Joy Onyebo Augustine. Ena Sem Armstrong. Akuya Animwa Dankwa. Akuya Animwa Dankwa. Yeshabeth Esther Harrison. Christiana Frimpong. Christian Nana Jumo Ata Osei. Patrick Apia Nana Kwame Ofori. Masaudu Yandri Mahama. Wisdom Wura. Betty Essien. Amto Rauf Asiama. Nana Efia Sewa Tabri Gansa. Stephen Stone Bojan. Najat Suleiman. Eric Eshen. Mercy Labi. Zita Nambondede Kojo or Koji. Sorry. Eric Aqua. Sorry, the name is Erica Aqua. Amanda Ousu Omane. Patricia Odebia Bekoin. Stephanie Asabia Opoku. Stephanie Asabia Opoku. Okay. Martina Abba Yamua Kilson. Paulina Ewa. Sheila Abina Amua Nyakun. Eva Marie Mawena Abla Ekulu. Rosemary Balami. Naomi Damitrua Adai. Evans Senior O. Charlotte Na Afole Tete. Edwina Wimoye Atugebenia. Sorry about that. Cecil David Safo. Marina Afriye Edu. Osman Ibrahim. Osman Ibrahim. Prisla Afo. Benjamin Dabo Sibit. Yeah, we have the following also online, they're not here. That's Dr. Bashir Yao Balarebi, Mag Mabrethi, Gertrude Frimpoma Ousu, Yao Yaboa, Johannes Chege Tekle, and Isaac Mensah. These are supposed to be obligatory. Next on the list, the Catalyst Grant winners. And the first on the list here is Dr. Ebenezer Foko Amankwa. You are the PI, and your team comprises of Professor Samuel Ajololo, Esther Ayi, Betty Avanu Davison, and your proposal is Beating the Heat, Mental Health Effects of Extreme Temperature in Schools. That's into bracket, beat heat. That's very nice. Congratulations. The next on my list here is Professor Peter Kojo Kwashi. My namesake. Fresh professor. Fresh. Congratulations. And you have the team members comprising of Dr. Lucas Amega Etogo, Professor Samuel Kofi, Dr. Adelina Maria Mensah, you are just here, Dr. Neil Longdon Soa, Dr. Isaiah Deborah, and you guys are working on climate-linked arboreal surveillance program in Ghana. That's the CLASP Ghana, a pilot study. Thank you. That's great. The next is it's not Peter Kwashi, Peter Belson Obo. You are the PI. And you have on your team Dr. Kofi Atia, Dr. Eric Opondanso, and Professor Michael Osei Edu. And you are working on temporal effects of biochar on GHG emissions and soil carbon in tropical agricultural soils. That's biotime. That's your work. Thank you. Next is Dr. Mame Yakwa Blay Ajay. And Doc, you have on your team Professor Thomas Enin Dawson, Miss Ama Frimpoma Odro, Dr. Ni Lante Emisa. And you are also working on building climate-resilient food futures, exploring plant-based dairy alternatives from indigenous crops in Ghana. Great. Thank you. The next is Professor John Manyidin Kusimi, sorry. Yimadin Kusimi, Prof. I'm trying to butcher your name. You have on your team Dr. Ben Christopher Howard, Dr. Angelina Maniko Lamte, Dr. Fidelia Ohemin, and Mr. Kofi Agboga. And you are working on understanding challenges of mangrove forest conservation for enhanced resilience to coastal erosion and flooding in Ghana. Thank you. Right. The last but not the least on the list is Professor Sandor Mark Yidana. Yes. I know. You are not him. No. But it's great. I mean, on the team is Professor Joseph Iyaro, Dr. Rosina Shebra Essien, Dr. Richard Adams, Mejida, and Dr. Faiza Omar. And you are working on governance of nature-based solutions for equitable and sustainable adaptations. Thank you. And I think that ends it. Thank you.
Okay, one more round of applause for our awardees. Congratulations. So I've been directed to acknowledge the presence of Alex, who is behind there. Okay. So sorry, can you give us your full name? Alexander Kojo Tete, who has actually been working with us since we started. When we talk about JETSI, we actually started with the acronym GESI, JESI. We assumed that it incorporated or included people with disabilities, but we realized that we have to emphasize on disability. And since then, our acronym has changed to JETSI. And since he has been working with the team, we have understood so much more about the work that we need to do. So please, thank you very much for being part of the team and working with us. And Prof. Fatima Denton, who thought I did not recognize her at the back. She's the director for UNU INRA, which is United Nations University Institute for Natural Resources in Africa. So a lot of the work that they do is also relevant to the program. So thank you all for making the time to be here. So the last item on our program before lunch is we would like to hear from our fellows. You have been listening to us throughout. We have asked two representatives to come up and speak for your cohort and share any remarks you may have. So can I invite Bernard Tete Aita and Rosemary Balami? Please come up.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Rosemary Balami, MA Communications. And it's a pleasure to, of course, give the vote of thanks on behalf of the awardees, together with Bernard. Distinguished Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, cherished partners from the MasterCard Foundation, our incredible Africa Climate Collaborative team, members of the University of Ghana community, fellow awardees, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon once again. On behalf of all awardees, I express our profound gratitude for this incredible opportunity. This fellowship is more than a financial support. It is a powerful investment in our potential and in Africa's future. To the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Nana Appiah Amfo, and the entire Africa Climate Collaborative team, we say thank you for championing inclusive academic excellence. To the MasterCard Foundation, your commitment to transforming lives and institutions is deeply felt and greatly appreciated. We do not take this honor lightly. Today, myself, Bernard, and every awardee present here and virtually commit to not only excel academically, but to be ambassadors of this vision. Leading with integrity, uplifting our communities, and paying this opportunity forward.
On all protocol observed, my name is Bernard Aita, and then just to give how it feels like to have this fellowship, in 2021, I had admission to do climate change and sustainable development at a point that the scholarship for the program has ended, and therefore I have to pay my own fees. So as Professor Wandare was talking about no fee stress. I understand what it takes to have a fee stress. And then I used to work to the Dean of Students to negotiate my payment for my fees so that I'm able to register and then register for the semester. And then the good thing is, once I've been able to do the program with the training that I've had, it has helped me in various forms to contribute to both technical and policy work in Ghana and then across Africa. And then I know that's the story of many of the people who have the award today, that with this training, with the support that is being given onto us, we'll be able to use it to lessen the stress that comes with fees paying and all that, and commit the time to good work, and then be able to build ourselves through the cutting-edge research and then training that we undergo. So we really know what it feels like to have this, and we are very grateful to the MasterCard Foundation and then the University of Ghana. And then we are also grateful as person with disability. I'm very grateful that this is a very key point of this program. And I'll say, there should be more position for persons with disability. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you all very much for that. And in terms of the last statement that he made about the support, slowly, University of Ghana will understand the needs of people with disabilities and extend their activities throughout all the programs on campus. So Madam VC has heard that, and we will be working with her and all the relevant institutions here. So we have come to the end of the program. I can say that as a representative of the project, that we are very proud of where we have gotten to today. When we started having these conversations 3 years ago, we didn't know that very, very soon time will pass. So that's a hint to all of you that time passes very quickly. So there's all the glitter of today, but then the hard work begins as soon as possible. Please don't wait until you come in January, but you already start thinking through what you are going to do. Okay, so time goes very fast. So in the same light, Project Director, any final words from you? Okay, so on that note, thank you all very much. We've come to the official close of this ceremony. And moving forward, if there are any announcements, one is we'll be taking a group photo. Mr. Osei is pointing outside. I think there is a backdrop at the main entrance, rather. Yes, we would like to take a picture with all our fellows and our dignitaries. And then there will be lunch served the same place? Okay, outside, at the back. Yes, okay. So please, 2 items for your notice. One is we are taking a group photo, and then lunch will be served afterwards. So God wish you all safe journeys to your respective locations. Bye.
Hello? Fellows, after the pictures, please come back to the conference room after the pictures before going for lunch.